Good morning, everyone. This is Jennifer Sanchez. You are watching the Wise Morning Coffee Chat Show. This is a show all about inspiration, conversation, and motivation. And I don't know why the music didn't want to work this morning. Oh, now it wants to work. My bad. There we go. uh, who am I? I'm the founder of the Women's Institute of Self Development and Efficacy, WISE for short. We put on conferences, retreats, networking events, coaching programs together for women. We've been doing this since 2018. Super excited because we're putting on our sixth retreat this year, right? 2018 for women. So this is super exciting. I'm also a real estate investor. And also, I'm a mom of three beautiful girls. So our goal is to help women become unshakable, faith filled, and purpose driven. So that's my personal mission in life. I'll pass it on to my co host this morning, Kim.
Good morning, Wise Community. I'm so excited to be here as always. My name is Kimberly Montesinos. I have three businesses right now. So, my first business I've had in January will be 20 years is Crystal Clear Cleaning, which is a residential and small commercial business. I also help people detox their home by buying products online here in America. And also, I recently just became a life coach, and so I'm gathering my beta team to work on that as well. So I'm excited about that, and of course, I'm always excited to be here on Coffee Chat with the Wise Community and our host Jennifer Sanchez.
Hey, yeah, this is always a fun platform because it's about highlighting amazing women in our community and outside of our community. We have a community of, I want to say about 1,500 women privately on Facebook. And then we have like active graduates, maybe about 100 women that are active in our community, right? So we also have a sub running community where we like to encourage women to run and get healthy and a lot of self-love. We really focus on that. So I want to make sure I say good morning to Angel. I see that she's on. Good morning, Angel. I'm glad to see you on this morning. So let's go into the whole point of this. It's called a coffee chat. Let's talk about what we're drinking this morning for coffee time. So Kim, what are you drinking this morning?
I have my old faithful. It's just this morning I was up. I couldn't sleep. I had one of those nights last night where was tossing and turning. So today I needed like real full coffee. So I have some Starbucks that I make here at home, but I have my oat caramel creamer.
Oh, nice.
So I'm ready.
Yes, you're ready. You're ready. So, for those that are watching, the whole point of coffee time is, especially as entrepreneurs and business people, we're always talking about let's go get a coffee together. That's why we do this. We want this to become in a show. So, and I believe that your personality shows through what you're drinking, in my personal opinion. So, what I'm drinking this morning, and I'm pretty sure my viewers and you guys are going to be surprised, is it's not coffee. I've actually cut back. I used to do like 3, 4 cups a day. I've cut back
Wow.
significantly where I'm kind of doing maybe, if I'm lucky, maybe one a day, and one every other day. But this morning I'm actually drinking some probiotic and protein water and aloe vera this time. So I had this one young lady, she gave me a gallon of like prebiotic mix. Protein supposed to help with the bloating and supposed to help with just cleaning the digestive
Wow.
system, right? And I was supposed to drink the entire gallon all and failed at that. So I'm like trying to chug it all this morning, the last bits of it. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'll let you guys know how I feel. I've been really trying to work on my digestive health, right? You
Yeah.
guys know. So the bloating and all that stuff, I'm really trying to figure out what helps me for that. So that's what I'm drinking. So anyone else that's watching, feel free to share on the comment section what you're drinking. Let us know. We'll share it up here as well. So, Kim, the entire conversation today we were going to talk about is we don't have a guest, but we were going to talk about retreats this
Yeah.
morning.
Hmm.
So, Kim, you are a um, committed retreat attendee, right? Since I've met you, you've been like all about
Yeah.
retreats. So what do you think for those that are watching? To feel free to engage. How do you feel about retreats?
I tell this story when my daughter's 24 now, and she was in my stomach, and I went to my first retreat. And I'll never forget that I was just astounded because I was listening to, first of all, retreats are inspiring. I was inspired by the speakers, and I was totally touched by testimonies. But what I loved about retreats is you can actually get away. And I think that's when I really started my journey of deep diving into who my authentic self is and working on me before I even knew it. Because when you're around other women and and they share in a community, in a safe space, because they created, retreats create a safe space for you to unwind.
Mhm.
And I was a mom. I was about to be a mom with my second child. And my first child was 4. And honestly, Jennifer, for years, the retreat was my only getaway.
Mm.
It was like me, Kim, taking care of it was my self-care. Oh my God, I just realized that. It was my only self-care until they became teenagers, where I could actually get away by myself and just refuel myself. So there are so many things about retreats that are wonderful for women, especially. It's a place, like I said, to be inspired, to refuel your soul, to um, be around other women and build a community and share. Know you're not alone in your feelings, wherever that may be. If it's like now, it could be something traumatic. Like people are now opening up about things that 20 years ago we probably only felt comfortable to touch on in a retreat. Imagine that, where now it's more like trauma. You did talk about your traumas in retreats. I remember listening to traumatic stories at a retreat that on a norm people just didn't talk about. They weren't comfortable. That's where they were shamed. So um my all of those are my favorite because I got inspired. I worked on my healing, stepping into myself, feeling comfortable with myself, trusting other women, because
Oh,
you come together. Yeah, it's hard. You don't trust other women. Let's be real. We keep it real here on the coffee chat, right? Sometimes it's hard to trust other women. And you get into a space where you're allowed to do that, and it's powerful because we are made to be communal.
we
Women
are.
are innately very communal. And when we're in the right space, it's powerful and it's helpful and it's needed. And
It
I
is.
just feel like right now, Jennifer, it's needed more than ever.
Absolutely. Well, definitely, we're not. I agree with everything that you're saying, especially the fact that we are not made for isolation, especially women.
No.
I mean, if you think about it, and maybe some of the women that are watching, you guys know about how women got very depressed when the washing machine was created, right? Because when the washing machine was invented, women no longer had that opportunity to gather together by wherever the wells or the rivers or wherever women would go
Mm.
together to clean, right? It was like a time that women would go together and do their chores together, right? So for women, and I'm a big believer about this, like especially the right women, right?
Mhm. Right.
There
Absolutely.
right, because there are women who might not agree with what we're saying, but I'm a
Mhm.
big believer in the fact that you're only stronger in numbers, right?
Mm.
You
Mm.
know, a- and the reality is you don't get successful by yourself. I was just saying this to somebody. I have no clue who I was telling this to. My bad short-term memory loss. I was saying this, and I was mentioning it's difficult to be successful and become a successful individual. You need a team, you need a support system, no one goes up on their own. I don't care what you say, like your network is your net worth, right? They say there's a
Ooh,
reason
amen.
why people say that. So as far as when it comes to healing, that's why retreats are powerful when they're small, right? It's
Mhm.
not a conference, right? Conferences are huge. You're going there, you're learning, and the reality is only 20% of the conference attendees actually process and receive whatever is being taught
Mm,
at that conference. The rest probably are going to grab all that information, throw it in the closet, and not do anything with that information, right? But for a retreat, it's purposely designed to be small and intimate, where you have to get to know someone else there. And I'm a big stickler on, I hate, I don't hate, I changed that word. I really dislike cliques, like little like groups, you know.
mhm.
Um, so you will hear me say, no, there is no, you're going to find a new friend to make friends with
Right.
today. You're going to sit next to somebody completely new today, right? Depending on the scenario. But yeah, I've been doing retreats too for a long time, church retreats, right? And it's been powerful for me to be able to process and break down. So that's why a retreat for me is an experience that I give another woman.
Amen. Mhm.
It's about the experience, what we're putting her through to think, to journal, to process, right? And people are gonna say, "Oh, it's like a vacation." Ain't nothing like no vacation, you guys. All right, retreat. You go on a vacation. You sometimes need a vacation from the vacation.
Yeah, right. Depending on how you vacation. You're right about
Right,
that.
right,
Yeah.
right. No, this is different because in a vacation, there's no actual thought process, right? You just go do whatever it is. But in the retreat, it's specifically strategically designed for someone to go through an event, a series of activities that build off one another. um, which is why I think if we don't, and women don't give themselves time to sit down and think with their thoughts. It's the reality is, and if you've gone through any trauma,
Yeah.
you're definitely not going to sit and think with your thoughts. If anything, you're actually going to go. On the contrary, you're going to do more things to keep your mind occupied because you don't want to sit with your thoughts. Do you disagree or agree?
I agree with that. I went to a conference, a seminar this weekend, and I love that this one gentleman said, he said, women, they were talking about baggage. So, how I relate our baggage, if you've never been able to unpack that baggage,
Mm,
you can at least open up the suitcase at a retreat. Right? You
that's
can
good.
open up that suitcase at a retreat and you can share and you can start to deep dive into things. And I love what you said. It's not a vacation, but it's addicting. It's to me, I don't want to say it's better than vacation because I love vacations and I think we all need vacations because we need to go somewhere and disconnect and unwind and vacation however you love to live your life, right? But I think this needs to be at least a yearly event, if not more, to do for yourself. And it is something, it's a personal growth vacation. It's different. It's a time for you to come together with yourself and other women to grow. You walk away from a retreat, I don't care. um I could go to retreats 2 or 3 times a year because each retreat has a different theme. And once you go to a retreat, you don't have this, once you start to grow, you always have something that you can build on. Right. And so retreats are addicting to me because I look forward to them just like I love that you brought up the vacation analogy. I look forward to a retreat just like I do a vacation. And I'm going to say this to our audience. I have missed vacations, but I have not missed retreats.
Ooh,
I'm serious. I have gone years because I'm a business owner. And I had to realize I need a vacation. But I have looked up and not gone on vacation in years. But I have never once in one whole year, except for the pandemic, missed
Mr.
a
Retreat.
retreat. For did
Wow,
I
that's
go? Right. That was the only time I did not go to some retreat in one year.
that speaks volumes. And we have a Facebook user, and I'm thinking this might be Maria, because
Oh,
Maria is new to our community. This is my first time that I will be going to this retreat or any retreat. I feel a bit
oh,
guilty about it, but I think hearing about it now, I feel better. And you know what?
amen.
It does it is, she said yes, it is her. Okay. It might, for someone that doesn't do it, you could feel guilty, right? in the beginning because we're taught to put other people first.
Amen.
As women, we're taught to put everybody else and their mama before us, right?
I don't
And
know if this user has kids. If she has children, that's probably why she's feeling guilty.
she is. So
Hmm.
we want to share you, Maria. Trust me, you'll be better equipped mom after this
Mm.
event, right?
Oh
A
my
better
God,
equipped
yes.
woman, a better equipped worker. See, one of the things is with wives, we want women to be more productive in their personal and professional lives. She says she's a mom of four. I didn't
Oh
know that.
yes.
Yeah, she's a mom of four
Yes.
babies. So, yeah, I could see why someone would feel guilty, but as long as they're being fed and they're alive and they're being taken care of,
They'll
they'll be
survive.
fine. They'll be fine.
They'll
They'll be
be
all
fine.
right.
They're gonna get a better mom when they're gonna get a better mom when she comes home. Woo.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let me share real quick, as we're wrapping up about the retreat, we have one bed left. Jump on that. 2 weeks from now, one bed left for you to
Wow.
take advantage of. And I love when, you know, it's life. It's a life-changing experience, right? When you go to a retreat, you can't get this. You might say, "Oh my God, it's not. It's affordable. It's $399,
Yeah.
$400. You spend that just going out to an Airbnb, or you'll spend that over the weekend. Spend
Over
two
the
hundred
weekend.
dollars,
Yes.
knock that amount real quick going out, right? So for a $399, you get your bed, you get an entire experience. There's a beach. Let me show this picture because I'm
Oh, it's
super excited.
gorgeous. It's
Uh,
gorgeous.
I know I'm super excited, right? So I'm working on. We have that rooftop right there, so I'm working on getting that our celebration dinner. I like to put a nice banquet style dinner for the ladies, right? I like to ask the ladies to dress up on Saturday night. I'm excited because we're gonna be healing the inner child on Saturday night with a therapist, Maria, from Paz Therapy. We're gonna be having some sound healing with Dilsa, right? So there's a
Oh.
lot of medical and scientific evidence about frequencies and sound and how it heals our bodies. I'm going to
Mhm.
have another woman there who's going to be teaching about healing trauma and yoga because we hold in trauma in our bodies, right?
Amen.
So you might have been done with the situation that whatever happened, but
Mhm.
then you are holding still the trauma from the situation in the body. So I'm and she's coming from a biologist nurse background, so her
Wow.
perspective is the yoga is just the tool that she uses for this, right? But it's coming from a whole different, background. I mean, she uses that. What is that book? The Body Keeps Score. Like in her website, she has tools that we've read, books that we've read, that in our community. So I'm super excited to bring her, and then we're also going to bring like a massage therapist to teach about just giving us,
Oh my God. This
yeah,
is good.
it's gonna be a great event, and I see how
Yes.
God's putting it together for women, and I know that it's gonna be life changing. It always is. I'm not tooting my own horn. I just know the testimonies, right? Because I always hear the women come back and raving about how great the event was. In addition, we do the journaling, we do some crafts, we'll part play on the sand, right? We'll do some very fun activities to bring us back into our, in our safe space, in our safe mind, you know. So I'm
Mhm.
so I'm excited. So Kim, do you have any final words for the viewers that are watching?
I'm just saying, it's too sad that you only have one bed left, and you shouldn't, because you don't want to miss this. And whoever that's for, God is talking to you right now. Jump on that bed and go. This is going to be amazing. I know two of those ladies that you're talking about, and it's going to be great. And treat yourself to I love it. Treat yourself to an experience that can be life changing.
Absolutely. Now I'm glad you said that. Even though I have one bed left, I do have daytime prices. It's only an hour away from the city. So if you guys want to stay at
Oh,
a
come
different
on, come
hotel
on.
or you want to drive back and forth 1 hour, I know some of us commute like that anyways. It's
Yeah.
Antioch, Illinois. So there is a daytime price if you just want to go for the day and then go home at the end of the day. It's not going to be you just don't get to sleep there, but there's hotels in the area. You can go get a hotel somewhere else. So if anyone wants to go, let me know. Reach out to me. Send me a message. I'll send you the link. I think the link's on the comment section, anyways. So check that out. But thank you so much, Kim, for jumping on this
No
morning with
problem.
me. I appreciate it, and I'm excited for all the ladies that are going. We have 17 women or 16 women going to this retreat, so I'm super excited.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
It will. All right. Have a
Bye
great rest of your day. God bless everyone. Bye bye.
bye.